life is more like Monopoly, okay? Except for we don't have that much money when we start, okay? People are cruddy. They want to take your money and steal your property and steal your man, your own mama. Trying to steal your man, honey. Hey, ladies and gents, my name is Miss Brownstone, and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am not getting cute to be in the comfort of my own house, okay? So if you wonder why I got these rollers on, baby, it's because I'm in the comfort of my own home. And around this time, I get ready to go to bed, or I just woke up. One or the other, okay? So before you comment down below, talking about,
oh my God, she look crazy. That cheap PJ said, oh, look at her with them rollers in her hair.
Ask yourself, can I curl my own hair? Or can you only curl your hair with rice? Now, let's get into some things. So, today we're going to be talking about something I see on TikTok, honey. Well, first I seen on Tasha K, and then it opened me up to this long rabbit hole, and I went searching for this girl's TikTok. I went looking for her mama and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I know you looking for her mama. Yes, I went looking for this child's mama because I was like, what in the world? And what we talking about today is this young lady that came out on TikTok talking about how her mom hooked up with her boyfriend, honey. That is the most ultimate betrayal. Child. If you can't trust your mother, who can you trust? Okay? I want to play the video for y'all first.
You see here alone.
He didn't want you.
That's crazy.
He said, I don't want you. He said in your fucking face.
Yeah, but you're my mom at the end of the day. Like, you were supposed to choose your child. You still chose the nigga.
I'm gonna choose who I choose.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna take care of who I take care of. I'm gonna choose who I choose. And the nigga chose me. I'm gonna choose the nigga. And when I choose not to be with that nigga, I choose not to be with that nigga. I'm not gonna put that over my kid.
That's basically what you just did. You literally basically did that. You basically did that over a guy. Our whole relationship failed because of one person. Like, all I asked you was to block the person. I asked you to block. Mom, well, you could have just...
want you. He said in his face, I don't want you. How stupid can you be? He said,
but as my mom, like, damn, you could at least block and say, you know what, you were talking to my child, I would not talk to you. Like, what?
I would talk to whoever I want to talk to and how I want to talk to. That nigga disrespected you.
And you kind of disrespect me too, because you're my mom. Like, you were supposed to be on my side, but you stood on that man's side. Like, what? You called him up. You called him up and told him to choose you. Like, what?
Stupid. You stupid. The nigga said in your fucking face, I don't want you. Said it right in front of everybody. I don't want you.
Yeah, you called him up too.
He said I don't
and
want
then you
you.
stayed on the phone.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you called him. I said, yeah, I could do what I want to do. And you picked up the phone and called him. And Brandon and them said, don't do it. And you did. And you did it. And when you picked up that phone, I told him exactly what I said. You was a stupid one for doing that. Even Brandon said don't do that shit. Brandon told you not to do it. You did it. Over a and for a to make you change like that.
I didn't even change. My mom made me change. What do you mean? You literally chose a guy over me. I asked you to block. Bro, you keep talking about he chose you. I'm talking about my mom. I'm not talking about the guy. I don't care who he chose. I'm not worried about who he chose. I'm talking about you. I didn't care who he chose. You chose him, basically.
He chose me. If I chose him, he'll be with me today. I ain't choose that. If I chose him, he would be here today. I never chose him. And he know that. That's why he went to you. He went to you because I said I didn't want his. That's why he went to you. And when I found out he was with you, I said, you stupid for doing that. He said, I told him in his face I would never do that. And you went right on running it back to him. And you had to throw in my face, you're mad because I him.
I didn't even say it because you literally said, because you said if I wanted to mess around. Like, who says that?
And guess what?
Who says that?
Y'all, the main reason, I understand, I still love my mom too.
Child, that video. Woo, Lord. Some people don't deserve kids. Like, just imagine you hurt and you crying to your mother. And all she could say is,
you look stupid. He don't want you. He wanted me. He chose me.
like, wait a minute. Hold the fuck. Are you my mother? Or are you a hating ass bitch off the street? Come on now, Deborah. Let me know. Which one are you, Deborah? Imagine that. And I'm sorry, but her mama sound drunk and she sound like she missing some teeth. She sound like you know how when you got dentures and you take them out and you got gums and you be slurring? That's what her mama sound like. For real though, like it's not even funny because I think y'all have heard me say time and time again, okay, that a lot of women be in competitions with their daughters. A lot of women be jealous of their daughters. I have said this multiple times on this damn platform. And it's so true. And this is one of the situations where this daughter is realizing, wow, my mom is jealous of me. My mom been in a secret competition with me, her daughter, her offspring. Like, why not? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. But yes, this little girl, and my heart goes out to her because to sit there and be crying, I was just like, mm, 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 mm. So let's get into the story.
Because what had happened was.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. So what happened was this young lady was dating a young man, and the young man started pushing up on her mother, and the mom basically bit the bait. But that's what she's trying to tell us happened. But when she actually starts telling the story, you realize like, that little boy might have had a crush on your mama, but your mama opened the door for that because your mama is jealous of you. Yes. And this the idea of like, he chose me. Like, your mom really tried to one-up you. Your mom really wanted to be like,
yeah, you ain't got issue on me. I took your man. Your man wanted your mother. You feel me? I'm older and I'm pulling.
That's what it gave. Your mom was talking to you like you was some random off the street. And I can't, like, you know, and when I watch videos like this and when I hear stories like this of women being in competition, with moms being in competition with their daughters, or just having a foul mother, I really just be like, thankful. I am thankful and grateful for the mother that God has gave me because my mother would never, okay? My mother would never, okay? Now, before we get into the story, I want you to see what the mom looks like.
Low-key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking, all my guys, them know me. Since 06, I've been writing the story.
You see, she got them tight ass red pants on. She got a whole lot of booty. I ain't see her from the back, but I can tell she got a whole lot of booty. Okay, and she's pretty. I just feel like, you know, when your mom be like, "I'm not one of your little friends," and when you was younger, she used to say that as in to say like, "Don't play with me." Okay. As I got older, that became my favorite quote because, like, my mama ain't one of my little friends. All right. With that being said, my mom better not be twerking in no damn video with me. Okay. Gyrating and carrying on. My mother don't need to be wearing no tight behind leggings. Mama don't need to be doing her hair like me. Okay. Unless she gonna style it so it look old or something like that. You get what I'm saying? But this mama is in this video like she's some young girl. Your mother should be looking like Monique. Okay. We're gonna put the pictures on the screen. All right. This is how a mom's supposed to be coming out the house looking. All right. I don't know what's going on nowadays with y'all young girls having kids young and then you trying to relive your youth. Baby, hang it up. Hang it up. You are somebody's mother. You hear me? You are a mother. Like, what is wrong with you? All right, so let's get into the story, honey, because chill. I was like, wait a minute, what happened? Okay. So this is part 1. Now pay attention. Class is in session.
Alright, I'm gonna do part 1. My eyes is a little sensitive to the light, so that's why I have shades on. This might be multiple videos because I think I barely got space on my phone. So to start off, me and this guy worked together. We were talking and stuff like that. We kissed, we did all that, blah, blah. My mom knew about it because I would be on the phone with the guy while she was in the car and stuff like that. My mom knew about it. And I would tell my mom that he was saying, like, he would say stuff to say stuff about her, and I'd be like, Mom thought it was iffy a little bit. She was like, do you think he liked me or something like that? And I thought it was iffy like that, because I even questioned him. I was like, do you like my mom or something, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no, if I liked your mom, I will go with your mom, type shit. That's what he said. All right, so me and him been talking for like months or whatever. We were talking for months, and then all of a sudden he tells me that, oh, he wants to put his dad on with my mom. His dad on with my mom, and I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, oh, all right. What gets me heartbroken the most is because he did say something slick, and I was like, my mom would never do me like that. Blah blah blah. My mom would never do me like that. This is why I'm more hurt. Y'all, I'm not hurt on the fact, even after he talked to me and decided to go after my mom, I'm not hurt on that. I'm more hurt on the fact that I asked my mom to block him and he couldn't. So back to the story. So basically, we were talking and stuff like that. He said he wanted to put my mom on with his dad. So he asked to speak with my mom to talk about his dad and me. So my mom asked him, the motherly questions like you're supposed to ask, like, are you in school? Like, do you got a job? Have you ever been to jail? All types of stuff, y'all, that a parent is supposed to ask, right? Well, that escalated real fast while I was in the room. She switched the conversation over to basically herself and talked to him sexual and asked him more in deep questions that I don't think that should have been even asked in the first place. So as I'm listening to this and stuff like that, okay, I'm a little iffy about it, but I'm like, okay, well, my mom's letting me hear it, so I'm thinking we on the same team, same page, whatever. So then after the conversation was done, it was hours. Like I the max I say was 2 hours that they were talking and I was in the room for. He was done speaking to my mom and he was like, I really like your mom's energy. Yeah, I definitely want to put your mom on with my dad and stuff like that. Me, I'm not really thinking nothing of it because it's like, okay, that's what you want to do. Oh, well, that's what my mom want to do. Okay, well, whatever. He asked for my mom's number. I ain't gonna lie, I was more iffy on giving the number up. I even asked my mom, I was like, he asked for your number and stuff like that. And my mom was like, that's up to you. And yeah, I was like, because he wants the dad to get your number. Blah, blah, blah. I was a little iffy about it because I even let him know. I was like, I don't really know. He was like, look, it's not going to be nothing. I just want her number to get to my dad, blah, blah, blah. So my dumb self, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of a little dumb for it. I gave it up. I did. When I gave up the number, we were still on the phone. The next day that happens, he told me that his dad was calling him because, oh, he gave the number up to his dad. His dad was calling him, blah, blah, blah. Find out that he was on the phone with my mom, and he told my mom that, oh, I don't want you to have my dad. I don't want you to have my dad and stuff like that. My mom told me that's what he said and stuff like that. And I'm looking confused, like, what the flip? So, whatever. So, my mom let me use her car because I had to drive to school because I was in college and I had to go pick up my sister. So, while I went and did that, I'm going to go make part 2 for that.
And this is my thing. So this is why I say you can't be green, okay? Like you can't just be naive and just be thinking that life is Candyland because it's not. If anything, life is more like Monopoly, okay? Except for we don't have that much money when we start, okay? That's really what life is really about, okay? People are cruddy. They want to take your money and steal your property and steal your man, your own mama, trying to steal your man. Honey, ain't that some shit? But anyways, so you can't be that naive, right? So you just gotta be like, you gotta check things at the door, okay? Like how that dude was like, I was waiting for you at the door. You gotta check things at the door, okay? So when somebody do something that you don't like, you nip that in the bud right then and there. You hear me? Right then and there. You don't wait because what you do is you starting to teach them that, oh, this behavior is okay. And by the time you want to nip that in the bud, it's too late, okay? So when he started making comments about her mama, that's when I would have been like, hey,
It ain't nothing to cut that nigga off. Snip, snip, ho. Snip, snip.
okay? Because, like, when I was in high school, my mom, like I said, I don't look my age. My mother doesn't look her age either. My mom is a very, like, she's very young and she's thick, right? You would not know my mom is her age, like, by looking at her in her face. You could tell she's a mature woman by the way she dressed, by the way she articulates herself. You'll be like, oh, that's a grown woman right there, okay? But looks-wise, she don't give that. You get what I'm saying? She don't give, oh, bitch. She don't give that. So a lot of men, when I was growing up in high school, a lot of men used to make comments like,
Damn. Your mom fine. Your mother, you know what I'm saying?
They used to come to my house and be like, hey, and I used to see that and I used to be like, no, nigga. Now, if you my homeboy, like my best friend always had a crush on my mother, whatever. But if you trying to get at me, you trying to talk to me, and you keep looking at my mama booty to my, hey, Miss Parker, you're done up. You're done up. You're out of here. Finita. So I feel like when he started making certain comments about your mother, you should have cut the nigga off right then and there. Because that's weird. Now, the second thing that's a red flag to me in that conversation is the boy saying, oh, I'm trying to hook your mama with my dad. What? You mess with this young man, you want to hook your mama with his dad. So if your mom and his dad actually hit it off, that make y'all brothers and sisters. And not only that, it's like, once again, this phrase you're going to hear a lot in this video, your mama is not one of your little friends, okay? This is not a situation where it's like, yeah, I'm trying to hook your homegirl up with my homeboy. My mama ain't one of my little friends. We not going on no damn 2-man. We ain't going on no double date. It ain't none of that. Weirdo. You're a weirdo. So, yeah, that was a red flag for me. Like, hook your mom up with my dad. You need to speak to her first to fill her out for your dad. Like, what? No. That's why I say you got to stop being naive, ladies. So that's immediately no. And then I think the biggest red flag of them all, okay, scored highest on the pyramid, okay, is the mom's talking sexual to this little boy. And I get that she's like, oh, well, she did it in front of me, so I thought we was on the same team. No, your mother was trifling. And at the end of the day, she did that because she knew she was your mother and that you wasn't going to say anything. At least that's what she thought. Because, see, me, I'm gonna be like, what type shit you on? Yeah, I give that. Like, I give all that. Like, I don't bite my tongue for nobody. My tongue is not tied to no tree for near hoe, okay? I don't play them games. And I will cut my own family member off. I don't care. What Kendrick Lamar say?
I cut my own granny off if she don't see it how I see it.
That's really how I am. So, immediately no. But yeah, like, talking sexual to this little boy, like, the little boy didn't start talking like that to your mom. Your mom did. Your mom opened the gates for that. And that's the issue. Your mother is supposed to be looking at anybody you date like a child. Okay? Your mother supposed to be looking at them as a child. Your mother supposed to be on the phone with your dude talking about,
oh, did you take your vitamins today? Did you try any sea moss? Any ginger shots? It's getting bad out there. Did you wear your mask today? It's COVID.
Your mom supposed to be talking about ginger shots with this young man in health. Not back shots. Not back shots. I don't know why that came up in the conversation. I don't know. Your mama giving desperate. Your mama giving, she ain't got no man. And this is where I go into the whole thing, like, I don't be off it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not okay with nobody being on the phone with my man. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't care. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me. Possessive, controlling, a pick me. I don't give a damn. I don't play them games. My mom is very close. My mom has, like, if I'm dealing with somebody, she has their number for emergency purposes. But to be hitting my dude up like, oh, are y'all okay? And that don't need to be going on unless he reaching out to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, Miss Ma'am, can you help me with da-da-da? That's different. But other than that, I don't see the point to be talking to my, like, to talk to anybody, okay? You ain't gonna see my man anyway unless it's an event, like a birthday. Other than that, you ain't gonna see him. I don't give a damn. So yeah, that's part 1. Let's go to part 2, girls. You can see this crazy nonsense that's going on out here in this world. Part 2.
All right, this is part 2. So, like I said, I was in the car driving to school, blah, blah, blah. My mom was communicating me back and forth, letting me know what he's saying and stuff like that. She calls my phone up and she was like, Kawhi. I don't know if this was entertaining to her a little bit, but yeah. She calls my phone like, Kawhi, this is what he's saying to me. He's saying this, he's saying that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay. So then I say, you know what? I'm blocking him. I had blocked him. My mom's like, nah, don't block him because he's going to call your phone. And if you block him, now he's going to know that me and you were talking and basically was trying to set it up, like knowing what type of plan he was on. I'm like, okay, so I unblocked him. He called my phone. He was like, why you ain't answer, blah, blah, blah. I was calling your phone. The reason why I answered is because he was blocked. So I was so heated. I was like, you know what? I said, do you like my mom or something? I said, I already know you like my mom or something like that. He was like, you're not even letting me talk. You're not even letting me talk. Let me explain. You're not even letting me talk. You let me explain. Blah, blah, blah. So he said, you know what? Yeah, I like your mom. He hung up on me. And then all of a sudden, I told my mom, I was like, I didn't even let him speak. I didn't even want to hear it no more. Real talk, I really didn't want to hear it no more. So then my mom was like, hold on. She calls me up and told me more stuff that he was saying. Then she puts us on three-way. We was on three-way multiple times. I think we was on three-way about 4 times, y'all. So she puts us on three-way. As we're on three-way, me personally, I didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. I'm going off getting mad as hell at him. So I'm screaming, yelling. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. He was like, you're not even letting me talk. My mom was like, Kawhi, come on. Calm down. Let him speak. Let him speak. My brother heard it. And I'm looking like, I'm confused on why you even want me to let him speak in the first place after what he just said. There's nothing you could really say to me type shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. So whatever. Y'all. So that's what we were talking about. Blah, blah, blah. We got off the phone. And in my way, I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out, like, what's going on here. Because, like, after I said I was going to block him, I feel like that should have been the end of it. But just because it kept egging on and egging on and egging on and egging on, that was a whole situation. So I'm already heard about the situation. I called my uncle up, let my uncle know what was going on and stuff like that. Like, I had been told my uncle about this person. That's the funny part, because the person has the same name as my uncle. And I did tell my uncle about this person before all of this shenanigans went down. My uncle was like, anybody with his name, you kind of really need to stay away from type stuff, whatever, because, yeah, how he was. So, yeah, I'm more crying in the car because I'm like, damn, like, is this really what it is, like, after all of this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, my mental is already getting drainedly down because it's like, it's really like, damn, like, this is somebody, like, I'm supposed to trust. I trust the both of you. And I'm like, I already told this man my mom would never do me like that. So now it's already making it seem, because I did tell my auntie this too. I was like, I told this man that my mom would never do me like this, never do me like this. And now it's backfiring in my face like, yes, she would. So I went to go pick up my sister. As I was done talking to my uncle, I drove to pick up my sister. I'm already heated in my head about the situation. Drove to pick up my sister. I waited on her. And after everything was done, said and done, I called my mom up and I was like, all right, after this is done, I said, can't you block him? My mom was like, why? I was like, when you ask me to block somebody, I always do it. Like, and then she was like, yeah, you're right. She thought about it, said, yeah, you're right. She sent me a screenshot of her blocking him. In my heart, my body, and soul, I could not believe it. I felt in my body, heart, and soul that she sent me a block screen, and went back and unblocked him. That's how I felt. So I kept calling her phone. I was like, Mom, did you really block him? Blah, blah, blah. Like, did you, like, stuff like that. So after she blocked him, I called his phone. I was like, you can leave my mom alone, blah, blah, blah. We don't want you. She don't want you. She would never get to you. I don't know, in his head he was iffy or lost his brain cells or something. I don't know. But he was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. So right then and there, I already knew. He was like, what are you talking about? He calls my mom phones up, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I heard everything that was said and stuff like that. You think you're slow. I heard everything you said. You're not none of that. You think my mom doesn't want you. My mom doesn't want you. She doesn't want you. I'm thinking me and my mom on the same page. Real shit. I'm thinking we're on the same page. And he was like, no, what are you talking about? So he calls my mom up, tells my mom everything that I was saying. Tells my mom everything that I was saying, like, she don't want you, blah, blah, blah. My mom calls my phone up. And she was like, she was like, oh, why did you tell him that you was in the room? Blah, blah, blah. Right then and there, I already knew. But before she even did that, she had called me. She was like, Hawaii, I would never do you like that. You're my daughter, this and that. That escalated real fast because I had to get my uncle involved and was like, this is what she's doing. I asked her to block him. She's not even doing it. My uncle called her. She called my phone talking about, you're my daughter. I would never put a man before you, blah, 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 whatever. So back to that, she calls my phone. She was like, why did you tell him that you were in the room? Why did you tell him? I was like, I thought he was supposed to be blocked. She was like, well, he wanted me. He wants me now. He wants me. He don't want you. And I'm more hurt. Like, are you serious? I was like, what? Like, he told me everything he told me. He's telling you the same thing. So why didn't you just block him? She was like, well, I'm grown. He wanted me, not you. I'm sorry, and he don't want you. That's all she kept saying. And I was hurt, like real dong hurt. Like, damn, like I thought we were supposed to be on the same team, but it really backfired that you really would do me like that. So we were going on and on and on and on it for days about this. And she just kept bringing it back in my face, talking about he don't want you and stuff like that. Then after, like, during the hurricane,
Her page was all over the place, so it's hard to even find like all the parts, but it definitely was a part where she said that her mom called her and the guy on three-way.
she decides to put us on a three-way call, and she was like, tell her that you want me and that you don't want her, blah blah blah. Tell her. I'm looking like, you know what? I'm yelling at him, going crazy, yelling at him, barely letting the man speak. And my mom was like, let him speak. In my head, I'm looking like, the flip. Like, why am I even letting him speak? And why we even, like, I feel like this was a little entertaining. But at first, I was with it because the three-way and stuff like that, because I wanted to know, like, what the hell's going on. But I started thinking about it. It was like, why were you even talking to him sexually in the first place if you were only supposed to talk to him about me?
What kind of middle school, high school bull-ish is this? You know what I mean? And this is, like I said before, you're gonna hear this phrase a lot. Mama, you ain't one of my little friends. You can't even rock with me. You can't compete with me. You an old woman. You ain't supposed to be in here talking about
That's why your man want me.
she acting like she young, talking about something.
I got your man and you can't do anything about it.
Like, that's how she coming, like, and she throwing in their face.
He chose me. He didn't choose you.
Like, bitch, do you want a cookie? This all goes to show that the mom was in secret competition with her daughter and was jealous of her daughter. This young lady even started getting threats from her family telling her to take that video down. She making her mom look bad, and that's your mom. You're being disrespectful. And I just think it's crazy to me that, we have to stop telling people, like, at the end of the day, that's your mama. At the end of the day, that's your dad. At the end of the day, that's your uncle. You don't have to tolerate them. You don't have to deal with them. Real stuff. Like, you don't have to be bothered with them. I don't give a damn. Like, when Kendrick Lamar made that comment, he said, I cut my granny off. If she don't see it how I see it, I stand 10 toes down. That's the hill I'm willing to die on. I don't give a damn if you my granny. If you come out of pocket and you disrespectful, I'm going to treat you like off the street, and you're done. You're done. Finito. It's a dub. You're done up. It's a wrap. Pack it up, flat screen. I'm done with you. I'm sorry, hang it up, flat screen, pack it up, put a bow in it, and ship it away. I'm finished. I'm finished with you. I'm not tolerating disrespect from nobody. I'm not. I don't give a damn if I came out your hoo-ha. I'm not tolerating it. Point blank, period. So I just feel bad that girl experienced that, and then she's like trying to cope with it, but also like, this is my mom, so like I have to deal with it. And the mom was so mad about that TikTok video being out there that the mom kicked her out, took her phone from her, took her insurance away, took the car note, all types of stuff. The daughter had to go find somewhere to stay. Not to mention she looking crazy. She got that busted eye and whatnot. You just send your little daughter out here on the streets to fend for herself is just crazy to me. All over a little boy. And this is the thing, I can't wrap my mind around it, and I would never be understand. Like, your mom on the phone talking sexual to this little boy that you talk to. This goes to show that your mom thinks she's one of them. She thinks she's a young hot girl. She thinks she's out here. You feel me? She thinks she's you. And she's trying to compete with you, and it's not cute. Your mother is supposed to be looking at anybody you date like a child. Now, as the story also went on, we kind of found out that her daddy ain't in her life, and her dad shot her mama. Okay, her dad shot her mama than himself. So I think the mom just like kind of resents the daughter, and that happens. That happens in a lot of situations where like you look like your daddy and your daddy did your mama wrong, so she don't like you. Or, you know, your daddy got your mama pregnant and she had to have this kid, even though she wasn't ready for the responsibilities of this kid. So now she hate the kid because she like, damn, you stole my youth, you stole my life. I ain't because of you. And she blamed you for her downfall. When all your mama had to do was close them legs. That's all you had to do was close them legs, Miss Ma'am. Close them legs and get $50. That's all you had to do. Y'all know what the $50 is for. Yeah. That's all she had to do. And get some health insurance. Sure, or you go down to Planned Parenthood. They take you. They take it all. Planned Parenthood says that Medicaid, EBT, food stamps, Zelle. They take it all. Cash App, Apple Pay. They take it all down to Planned Parenthood, girl. I'm just saying. You know, and it's also sickening to me because women like this little girl, she was only 19 when this happened to her, right? She's going to have trust issues with women. You ever notice women who cannot have female friends and like be in competition with every female, every woman that they come in contact with? You know them girls. Like, you really her friend, but she in secret competition with you, and she just male centered, and she think you out to get her, so she gotta get you before you get her. You like, bitch, that ain't my fault. Like, I wasn't even after you. Like, that wasn't even my intentions. That's because they experienced some effed up shit with their mom. They experienced their mom being jealous of them. They experienced their mom competing with them, so they think that that's every woman. And I mean, like, I'm every woman, Whitney Houston, but I'm not that every woman, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, they really think that, and I feel bad for those women, because if you are a woman and you have a bad experience with your mom, and that's the first woman you're supposed to have a relationship with, your relationships with other women are always going to be trash. You're going to always have a problem with women. You know what I mean? And I think that's my issue, because I did not experience that. So I really be thinking that every girl is a girl's girl until I have to find out that, oh, no. Like, I learned the hard way, ain't no girl code. I learned the hard way. Because unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but fortunately, I grew up with morals and shit, okay? I grew up with looking out for another. They ain't grow up with that. This is a dog eat dog world out here. You know? So that's that. Who do you think is in the wrong? Cause she's hurt that her mom betrayed her, but she was ready to, like, as you listen to the story, y'all can play it back. It's like she was ready to be more mad at the man and, you know, and cut the guy off and still keep having a relationship with her mother, because she's my mother at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? But in reality, they're both wrong. The mom initiated the sexual behavior. The mom initiated the conversation. Your mom is the one throwing it in your face saying, he chose me, he didn't want you, you know. And then your mom thinking that she's a child with this whole three-way, calling back to back, being amused by this. It's corny to me. You know what I mean? Like, no, honey, no. So I feel like, honestly, a nigga gonna be a nigga, and I'm gonna cut a nigga off at the end of the day, okay? I definitely feel like, yeah, you should have had smoke for him, yes, and just cut his ass off. But I definitely think you need to have a fully loaded clip for your mama. I really do. I do. Your mama needed all the smoke. Your mama should have got all the smoke. You know, every chance she gets, she throwing it in your face. And then it was a part when the mom said in the video, yeah, and then you took him back after he said he wanted me, and then you tried to throw in my face that you had sex with him. It's like, huh? This is a little boy to you. No matter what, anybody that's involved with your daughter should be a child in your eyes. You should be baking cookies for them, not giving out your cookie. Okay? That's nasty. So y'all know how I feel about this. I think the mama is trifling. I really do. Trifling. She's trifling. That's what I think. I just pray that women, like, you gotta have one legit homegirl in your corner. And if it ain't your mama, damn. You know? Like, if you can't trust your own mama, who can you trust? Okay? You know what I'm saying? But I do think that you're supposed to have one good homegirl in your world. And I hope that girl finds it. I hope that she also seeks therapy. I hope that she doesn't go and think that every woman is like this. And I hope she did what her trust is. You could trust me. This is going to cause a lot of trust issues for her. But this is a reality check. Your family could not be your family. Blood doesn't always make you family. Like, real talk. I have people, you know, and I'm not even going to say no shade. I'm not going to give no disclaimers. I'm just be honest with you. I got a lot of family members, if y'all watching this, I don't give a damn, that I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with them. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't try to be like, oh, we family, we have to work on our relationship. No, I don't. That's not me. Like, I don't have it in me. I don't know about y'all, but I just don't have it in me. Like, once you portray me once, that's all it takes, and I'm always not gonna fuck with you. Like, it's gonna always be like that. I don't give a damn if I came out your hoo-ha. That's just how I feel, right? So I just feel bad like that she had to experience that. Like, damn, they could be your family and not be your family. Like, I have cousins that I don't rock with as hard as I rock with my homegirl. You get what I'm saying? Like, my homegirl is more my blood than my blood, because I know my homegirl gonna ride, my homegirl ain't gonna do X, Y, and Z. But some people in your family, you gotta look at them like, damn, your family could be your enemy. Your family could be the devil. Your family could be envious and spiteful. And it's just crazy. Your family could try to sabotage you. Your family could really wish you harm. And it's sad, but this is what it is. So you can't be naive to these things. You gotta, when it look like a duck, bitch is a duck. It's not a goose, it's a duck. I keep telling y'all that, So I pray for this little girl. I hope she seek help. Let me know y'all comments down below, y'all POV. I want to hear y'all point of views on this. And what would you do if your mama even attempted? Girl, tell me. What would you do if your cat was at home? Cause it's hungry and the only place I my little piece of money. It's my song. I know y'all probably watching me like, this girl sing to every little thing. I do. I damn sure do. Also, if you made it this far, you know what I'm gonna tell you to do. Hit the subscribe button, ho. Hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the like button. Share the video. Do a girl a favor. All right. As always, keep it clatchet, and I look forward to hearing from you guys next time. Mwah.